pieces on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that? That background?
Yeah, you hear that, huh?
Oh, chakalaka, the beat. Keep chopping.
Remind you of them old days, huh?
That's, if I'm not mistaken, that's Black Sheep.
Yes, it
Where's
was.
the black sheep? Where's the black sheep? Yeah, wow.
Old school, you guys in the house. How you doing, me?
I'm great. I'm alive.
Yeah.
I'm healthy.
Thank God for that.
Amen. I can't complain.
Orlando, how you guys doing tonight? We'd love to hear from you tonight. Please call in. The number is 47894-1680. Let us know what you guys are doing. We know a lot of people at home. What are you guys doing? Some people are doing the exercise challenge, the eating challenge, the walk challenge. Call in. Let us know what are you guys doing to stay safe during these crazy times. You know?
I can't keep up with these challenges. I got one from a Neo. I still never did it yet. It's just push-ups.
Yeah, some people are doing the 20 push-ups, you know. How about you, Alexis? What you doing?
Well, I was just nominated to do a first picture challenge. So you could choose like the first picture with your dog, the first picture with your relationship.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
First picture?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
I did the kids. I think I done one with your firstborn.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
How many challenges are there?
It's a lot of challenges.
I missed all of them.
Because a lot of times people doing things to, to just kind of keep themselves busy. Videos, people making videos. So, guys, we want to know. Call in tonight. Let us know how you guys are doing and what you doing during these time of quarantine. Staying in the house.
I still can't believe we're going through this. I really felt that we were stronger than this.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more to it, and I'm just very disappointed. But on top of that, I just want to just release some information in regards to Mustard Seed.
Okay.
Mustard Seed is here in Orlando, Florida, that caters to Central Florida.
Right.
It's a huge organization. They are nonprofit, so they depend on the people. We have Alexi. And Alexi is a marketing manager of Mustard Seed. They reach out to Peace on the Streets. She's relaying a couple of information. She said that we're still open and assisting furniture and clothing program participants.
Nice.
But with limited staff and hours. If people are looking for ways to help, our greatest need right now is monetary donations. They can donate online, mustardseedfla.org, or mail a check to 12 Mustard Seed Lane, Orlando, Florida, 32810.
Sweet.
Don't worry, we'll release this information online.
Uh-huh.
Guys, monetary donations they're in need of, because as you know, all of our hours got cut back.
Yes. And you guys give. It's nothing like giving. I mean, someone needs your help. So, you can't be God's giving. So they said we should be giving back. And Easter Sunday is this Sunday.
Isn't it?
Yeah, isn't this crazy? A lot of churches will be closed. This is the biggest day for churches. So, a lot of churches are not happy.
I can't believe you're going through this.
Yeah.
Let's still just unite, still pray. My church does videos. So they send us videos from the church that they work on for a full week, producing in their homes. Impressive.
Right, yeah.
I'm so impressed.
That's good.
I just can't wait to actually see them again and say, wow, you guys killed it. So that's how they relate it to us. And so we still go to church.
That's good. But still give, because you guys, a lot of times people are not going to church, so they're still not giving. But church business still goes on. They still have bills have to be paid.
I actually forgot about that,
Yeah, so we still have to, bills and everything still have to get paid.
Yeah,
So don't forget to give to your church, especially if it's feeding your life and your soul. Don't forget to give back, you guys.
That's it.
Who we got going on to? What we got going on
We have a lineup.
Yes, we do.
We have Jennifer Young Agency.
Yeah.
She specializes in PR, marketing, and also small businesses. So for entrepreneurs out there, like us, Peace on the Streets, we're independent.
Yeah.
She helps us to stay active during these trying times because we can't leave our home. And networking is everything for us.
Yeah, it is.
So now that we can't leave, she's going to give us advice on how to maintain during these times while we're home. You want to listen to her because she actually gave me a lot of ideas to stay active.
Nice. Hey, Jennifer Young, she'll be, what time is her segment kicks in? I guess around 10:30, right?
It does.
Somewhere along that.
I have to pull up the schedule on that.
So
but we don't want to say because we want our listeners to tune in all night long. Alexis, I heard you.
Yeah. And so who else we got? We got Nurse V.
That's right.
That's our nurse, you guys. Nurse V, she'll be letting us know what we should be doing medically. Should we be wearing our gloves? No touching of the face, If your butt don't have to be out, that's all they're saying. Go home.
That's it. And she pleaded last week.
Yeah.
For us to stay
home. And I
home.
could tell it in her voice.
Yeah, she was going.
Really,
yeah, she was upset. She looked like she was gonna cry. She sounded like that.
Right.
And she's a nurse registered here at a county. I'm not gonna say what county.
Right.
So she's giving us real valuable information tonight about the coronavirus.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys stay home if you can, if you don't have to go out and work. It's not saying that you can't go out and get your essentials. Go get what you need and then take.
That's it, go home.
Go
and a nurse was pleading this last week. Stay home. I've been home since spring break. I have not left my door once, except the backyard. I'm like, free.
Yeah.
I do jog, but that's
Okay.
it.
Right.
But I literally haven't left gas full tank for the past 2 weeks. Yes.
And gas is cheap.
Is it?
I'm loving it.
I don't even know how the world looks. I don't even know, what do you do when you walk into a store now? What do you guys do? Is there protection? Is there a line?
Yes, it is.
Apparently, I heard there's lines on the ground now.
Some of them, yes,
windows,
there are. Yes.
in front of glass windows in front of these.
Yeah, because you look at it, they are dealing with
workers.
people all day that's in their face.
Only makes sense.
So
I felt like this should have been, right, guys? Mm-hmm. We all knew this.
yeah,
It should have kind of been.
It's coming. It has came. Reality has slapped United States straight upside our head. That we are not as visible as we thought we were.
We want to give a big shout out to New York City because New York right now is going through a lot. They are the epicenter of the United States.
Yeah.
I have all my family from New York. I'm born and
Because
raised there.
you know why? All the subways, everybody's tight. They saying with the subways and the trains, everybody's tight.
I'll tell you what the problem is. From a lot of my families and everything I hear out there, and I'm born and raised in New York, so shout out to Long Island, everybody listening right now. They're saying that they're just not listening. There are still people in the streets. They're still on the subways. They're still
Right.
they're not going inside. They're not staying inside.
Right.
It's it's huge. Did you know there was over 700 people that die a day in New York City right now?
Wow.
In New York alone? 700 plus?
And Louisiana getting hit bad too.
That as
because
well?
of Mardi Gras.
They still had Mardi Gras, guys.
That was stupid.
That right there was stupid. A lot of them are affected.
Yeah.
And immediately at that, and Mount Sinai Hospital in New York, Manhattan, give them a shout out because they need so much donations right now, so much help right now going on.
Right.
In Mount Sinai, my cousin, shout out to Martin. He's a cop in New York City.
Okay.
He was just diagnosed with the coronavirus, and now he has it.
Right.
And they had to pull him out of New York City.
Wow.
So I have another uncle out there through marriage that has a virus, and he's in his 60s, and he's struggling right now. So God bless him.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much a lot of our families out there have gotten it.
Yeah, wow.
In Queens and Long Island.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
This thing is crazy.
It is. We have a couple of family members that passed away. I didn't know them personally.
Yeah,
but it
but-
went through marriage. So
My
yeah,
condolences to you
yeah.
and
God
your
bless them.
family.
Thank you. I can imagine, guys.
Yeah. And we have Neil. Neil, he will be talking about all the politics
Ooh, I
that's
can't
going on in the world today. And Alexis, she gonna keep us updated. How you doing, Alexis?
Oh, great. How are you?
I am good, girl. Give us a little quick of your topic. Just give us a little shum. What we talking about today, you
Well,
guys?
we are talking about the Ball family.
Uh-huh.
And we're also going to talk about some weird sports that you most likely have not heard of. Yes.
The Ball family.
Yes.
The basketball Ball family with the crazy daddy.
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be
I think
good.
I already know.
Yes.
Alexis, you're great in your journalism and your writing because I
Oh,
read your
thank
article. I'm
you.
like, she's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
We appreciate you. So you guys keep it locked to Peace on the Streets radio show. Oh, I find out your planner, Reshell Smith. So she will be calling in. I know she got some tips
I can't
for
wait
us.
to hear it because I just got a letter from my stock that I invested in, and they're informing me on what's happened and what's going on. So I can't wait to hear from Reshell. You guys want to tune in? These guys have so much informative information to provide you. They're going to help small businesses. They pretty much provide you where to find these loans, where to find these connections, how we're going to receive this money. You want to tune in and listen.
Yes, and you guys don't know, if you didn't know, the people in the villages, some of the banks don't even have money to give you, like if you was come in to cash a check, because a lot of people are taking their money out of banks.
Dude, that's what Reshell was speaking about.
Yeah,
I was
it's
almost
happening.
one of them.
It's happening
I was almost
because
one
they're
of them.
saying that, hey, what happened if the system crashed?
That's the thing.
So
But sooner or later, maybe money, paper money, might not be a value anymore.
well, maybe so, maybe not, because guess
Gold
what?
is really the only official
The
value.
system, if the system crashed with all our money in it, then all that's off of credit cards. Well, they ain't taking the credit cards, so But it's just crazy.
We got to hear Reshell tonight.
Yes, she will be on. I say, hey, make sure you take you a few dollars out and have.
Really? That's
so
what you think as well?
Yeah, you better believe it. Keep it locked, you guys. The Peace on the Streets radio.
I'm not ready, Prince.
Let's get into it, you guys, with some smooth jams right here on Peace on the Streets. We have Nurse V. Yeah, Nurse V. She's about ready to do what she do. So let's see, can we get on the line? Let's see what Nurse V. Where's she at? We know she been busy. Nurse V.
We got the hang up. And speaking with Nurse V, you know, every time Nurse V comes on, Prince talks about the clubs. We were just talking about the clubs back here, actually.
That's what you guys are talking about?
Yeah.
Well, hit us back, Nurse V. Something happened to her phone and hung up.
Yeah, I'm going to have to give her a call back.
And so, what have you been doing? Have you did any challenges?
No.
No?
No.
Not a one?
No.
What? How about you, Alexis?
I just did the one where you post a picture, like your first picture, but that's it.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, no exercise. Hold on. I think this Nurse V calling in.
You said no exercise. Yeah, so I guess it's pretty much what the challenges are. Exercise.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working out a lot more than usual.
Haven't we all?
Yeah.
Not me.
No. There's nothing to do with workout. I know. I miss the gym. I miss people. You know, I'm afraid. Have you guys ever watched The Twilight Zone?
I watched it.
Yeah, there's so many things that are like about this, just like about how the Earth just disappears, everybody just blows up, disappears. You know, a couple of us are still alive. I think about things like this. Imagine if we never have interaction again. People need interaction. People need the contact. People need the feeling. We need to interact. So if we can never touch each other again,
it feels so funny.
We can never be together again?
Everybody's just like, hi, how you doing? And then some people, like even with my customers, everybody kind of so standoffish now. I'm like, you know, a lot of people don't like it, but this might be the new way.
This is the new thing, huh?
World.
I now bow when I say hi. No longer hug, kiss. You know, and we're Hispanic, so we're very, very kiss in the cheek, hug. Very, you know, everything is that's respect. In Italy, I wondered why there was so many dying so fast. Apparently, Italy has the most older individuals there. You know, residents, old. That's why. And then secondly, they're very passionate individuals in Italy, kissing and hugging, and you know, they wonder why they got them so fast. And they were talking about it, you know, how this probably happened. And that's like in our culture. If you don't kiss your family member or whoever's in that home on the cheek, you're disrespecting everybody in there. Yeah, they'll make you go back in that line and line everybody up and kiss everybody. Yeah, you better kiss them in the cheek.
Hold on, let's see. We got Nurse V on. Nurse V.
Yes.
All right, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
All right, welcome to Peace on the Streets radio show. We all here waiting on you, lady.
Oh, well, thank you for having me again.
Thank you
I
for...
appreciate you guys.
Yes, we appreciate you. And so what's the updates, Nurse V? What is the updates in the world today about this thing called the coronavirus?
Oh, I am over the update on this thing. But anyway, you know, all I can tell you at this moment, we're not even in the peak yet. We're getting there, but not yet. And, you know, I had someone mentioned to me today, why are we waiting for the peak? What's the difference in the peak, and why do we have to continue to stay home? And I try to explain to that particular person that there's still not enough testing. There's still tests going around that people have to do. And once all the testings are good enough, you're going to see more people being positive. So that's when you reach that peak, when there's so many people out there that's going to reach positive. And that's why they're saying stay home, because there's still people out there carrying it or are positive.
But isn't it like when people, I guess after this time is up, they saying that everybody can start back mingling and jingling. Not
into the state governor say so, and not into the county, on the mayor say so, Orange County, because, you know, it depends on the governor, because they know They know how many people are being positive, how many people are pending, and until they say so. Because right now, they're trying to prevent it getting worse. If people don't stay home, it's going to be triple worse. And that's what they're trying to prevent. It's going to be more death.
Well,
that's what they're trying to prevent.
I was passing the villages the other day, yesterday, and then they hadn't changed a thing. They still out and about. I mean, and they still doing their thing. I mean, the golf carts are everywhere. Everybody's still on the golf course. I mean, it's still loaded. They like, hey, we already senior citizens, man. Hey, I got one.
Feel like it is what it is. Oh, man.
See, people are not taking it serious.
That's the problem.
And it is serious. It really is. And the only way I can explain to you until it happens to you, a family member, is when it's going to hit you. That this is serious. This is no joke. Because this is serious stuff for the governor of Florida to say what he has to say, and the president.
And see, this is a nurse calling in, so she sees more than what we see. And the thing is, why they're so passionate about it is because they're going through each and every one of us, to see if we're sick, if we're hanging in there. They're on the front line, so they can't risk it. They can't risk these things.
Yeah.
And
the
that's
only thing I can tell you is right now, South Florida, altogether Florida cases is 15,698. And it's already 323 deaths.
Jeez.
And in Orange County, it's 824 positive.
Whoa.
And 11 deaths. And 5 Orange County deputies tested positive.
Oh, no.
And we're not even in the peak yet. And right now in Central Florida, I'm not going to say which hospital, but it's 38 positive right now in one of the hospitals. And then there's 11 people in ICU and a life support machine right now. And there's 110 pending that is not confirmed yet that they're positive.
Wow.
So you guys, this is serious business. Stay home. Try not to affect nobody. I mean, if you got to go, hey, go and hide.
Yeah, but stay home. And listen, guys, a lot of these stores are actually saying don't bring your families. Like, they will stop you at the door if you have multiple people coming in. And I have not brought my kids out. Please keep the kids home.
And
unless it's necessary,
they
you have to
send
take
elderly
them.
people, too, because they're sisters.
They have, like, the first hour to shop when the stores open.
Right.
Most of them, you have to look that up. Nurse V, where can we go for testing? Where are the locations at?
The convention center is still having the testing, but keep in mind they're open at 9, but you have to start lining up at 5 in the morning because by the time they open at 9, within that hour, all the tests are gone because there's only 250 tests are they able to provide each day at the moment. Until they really completely run out, then they'll say no more tests in the convention center.
And you know what's crazy?
And then
mistaken,
UCF is also doing some testing too in UCF.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, at the convention center, they only took 7 vehicles before they had no more left.
Wow.
Testing left.
Okay.
I don't know how many people were in the vehicles.
Convention center, and then UCF is starting them too. And I'll say a health department, you have to call and schedule it for them to test you.
Got it, Nurse V. Thank you so much for all this information. Real quick, Nurse V, do you guys have testing yet in your facility? Do not mention where, but do you?
No, we don't.
Wow.
I said there's not enough testing to go around, so they're trying to spread the testing where they can send it to. And then also the UCF, they want to make it, because there's a lot of students there, so they want to make sure enough testing go around. But not everybody's going to have enough tests.
That's crazy. So still in Central Florida, we do not have enough testings out here, guys. Make sure you stay covered, wear your mask, and the handkerchiefs do not work. Wear those masks, those medical masks, all the time.
And when you get ready to take your mask off, don't grab the front of it. Grab it by the ears that's where all the germs and now all the germs that from everybody else is right in your hand.
Right in your hand.
So you take the mask off, you need take
to
it out by the
mask
ears.
When you go to the store, you need to wear your mask. I know someone that, people don't care. They'll sneeze over you. They don't care.
Yep.
Right.
Keep your distance, wear your mask, and when you take them off, leave it in the vehicle. Do not bring it in the home.
Throw them away if you can.
That's it, guys. Every package you receive, wash it down.
Yes.
It's serious right now. Thank you, Nurse V. We appreciate you out here.
Right here on Peace on the Streets Radio Show, girl. So you guys, we have Jennifer Young on. Let's see if she in the building. How you doing, Jen?
I'm good. How are you all doing tonight?
We are doing well. Welcome to Peace on the Streets Radio Show.
Yes, it's always a pleasure to be on the radio with you all in the evenings on Wednesdays. You know, we suck. I'm not in the studio because of the virus. We got to stay socially distanced.
Right.
So thank you all for reaching out to me.
Absolutely, our pleasure. It's so hard for us because this is what we do in this field. We network, we collaborate. It's so hard. I feel so lonely, but it's for the better, you know, guys. It's just temporary.
Yep.
We'll be right back in the game, and we can't wait. But in the meantime, we have these guys on air every week to get to know them. And Jennifer Young is with Jennifer Young Agency. She also has IBA Success magazine, and check out her work because she specializes in PR, management, and marketing, and also helps us small businesses, entrepreneurs to remain successful, especially during these trying times. So Jennifer Young, what do you got going on? What can we do right now?
You know, I have to change my hats right now and really just jump in full force to help entrepreneurs. And that's what I've been doing all week, you know, from just helping them understand how to get the grant money that's out here, what they qualify for, and how to go about putting in the applications. So this has been a very busy week for me. You know, the SBA has put out a couple of great programs to help small businesses. There's some industry-related programs that I just found out about, some CARES Act. So, you know, what's really cool, I would say, is that I'm here. I'm available. I'm working from home every day to help business owners just help reach their goals.
This is
so
huge.
whether it's about, you know, getting their taxes done to qualify or just knowing what's out there for them, I can be reached, you know, at JenniferYoungAgency.com. And, you know, let's just pull together. That's what's going on with me, trying to help as many people as I can using the skill set that I have.
Beautiful. And a lot of times, right during this time, business owner, do some referral program. Send me 5 or 6 people and I'll do something for you. It's so many different ways. You're going to have to be creative.
That's it.
In this day and time.
That's it.
And then, you know, a lot of people nowadays is looking at entrepreneurship and start getting into their own dreams because you look at these jobs is not promised to you. Some people are, I know some business owners, they working at Popeye's Chicken.
Isn't that something?
They saying, hey, some check is better than no check.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's temporary. You know, and this is why it's so important what we release weekly. We have business owners. We have very important details and information where they help us to remain successful.
Right.
This is huge.
Right.
And I learned a lot from Jennifer in order to remain active right now in the game. And I watch her videos. So you guys want to watch it
I see her
every Monday.
See her out there. She be doing her thing.
Yes, I love it.
I'm out here. Yes, almost every day. And, you know, I just want to say, you all, you know, if you're listening, like, you know, IBA Success Magazine and like Jennifer Young Agency on Facebook, because I have lots of podcasts that's coming out this week. I'm so thankful for Peace on the Street for allowing my voice to be heard on your radio station, but definitely reach out to me, like Jennifer Young Agency on Facebook. I'm talking about, you know, how to create residual income, how to start your own business, how to do some work at home opportunities right now. So tomorrow I'm interviewing Nestorine, who's a financial advisor, and she's telling us how we can start making money at home.
That's what's up.
Guys, please tune in on this. You definitely want to hear the information. You want to reach out to these guys because they helped me remain active in the field right now while we're home. And let me tell you, they taught me something. I'm speaking with one of the marketing managers for Tory Lanez right now. And also for Chris Brown.
Nice.
And this is all by networking, just who unknown before.
Right.
And now we're getting in all together to help each other out to expand.
That's right.
See, things still happen good out of bad situations. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you just have to find your niche and keep pushing.
That's it.
We appreciate you for being a part of Peace on the Street.
Jennifer Young, how can we find you? Give us the information, Jennifer Young, real quick.
Yes, so before I go, I am available again. You know, you can email me at pr@jenniferyoung.com. Let's talk. Let me help you reach your goals. Thank you all again for calling me. And, hey, I can't wait to get back in the radio with you all.
Yes.
I can't wait to look good again.
Wind Down Wednesday, you guys, with our girl Jen. Peace on the Street, y'all.
We'll get us to keep going past 11 o'clock. This is great.
Did we ever think that it was going to be days like this?
Ooh.
Did we? In the United States?
I thought I would never see anything, seen this before.
Right. People walking around with masks on, you know.
It's so eerie. The roads are empty. don't know.
Crime is down.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
But crime may be down because the cops, law enforcement is no longer going after these criminals. Everything's shut down.
Yeah,
Courthouses out of commission right now.
Yeah.
No tickets.
Yeah.
You know, suspended license. But the only thing is, if your license is suspended, you remain suspended.
Yeah. You can
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
But if it's going to be suspended, you're free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time for non-violent offenses.
Hey, please
Yes,
not violent,
it
guys,
is.
because don't get it twisted. Americans will defend themselves.
All right.
So respect each other.
Be
Respect.
breaking into no one's home.
No, respect.
for
Because
real.
you're asking
Gun
for.
sales are through the roof.
Let me say this:
And bullets.
essential stores that are open.
Uh-huh.
You can buy liquor and you can buy guns. Thank you.
Yeah.
So now we have to protect ourselves even further. Make sure they ain't drunk. But don't get it twisted. In Florida, if you have a weapon and you come into premises, it's over.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what's going on, Neil, in this world?
Yeah, in the political
You
world.
know, it's a really sad day today for all of lefties out there. Unfortunately, Representative Bernie Sanders has suspended his campaign.
No,
What?
again.
No, not again, for the first time.
But didn't he do it last year, or maybe like 4 years ago when he was trying to run?
Well, I mean, he lost.
Yeah. What?
You know,
So he
didn't-
never
did-
suspended,
no,
he just lost.
Yeah, a lot of people were putting a lot of pressure on him to drop
Interesting.
out because of Hillary Clinton. They still blame him for that, but regardless, the point is, yes. So he dropped out today. He suspended his campaign. Yeah, so that's actually something I was gonna get onto
What
a
am I
little
do
bit
now?
later. Unfortunately, I guess just vote for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
So he's out forever. It's over.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
over.
it's a
Yeah.
wrap for
Yeah,
him.
it's a wrap.
Oh,
It's not-
no.
Because of
he's only
age.
down. No, not because of age. Okay, so here's something you guys might not know. Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden, and Trump are all over the age of 74. Bernie Sanders
Wow.
is only 4 years older than Donald Trump.
You know what?
Okay.
Biden is
I
only
knew
1
that.
year younger than Bernie Sanders. But because the media hates him, they never
That's
mention
what it
any of
is.
that.
Oh.
They never do.
Yeah,
And
they
I
never
knew they were
mention
on the
that.
same age.
Nah,
yeah.
yeah. So that's like a lot
But
of
he
people
do
don't
look
realize
kind of
that.
ill though. I mean, he don't look healthy.
The one that doesn't look healthy is Joe Biden, because you got to remember that the reason why they even look like that is because Joe Biden and Donald Trump are like head to toe covered in makeup.
Okay.
Right? Bernie Sanders ain't about that. He just shows up with his crazy hair. He's 70 years old. He's like, this is me.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to listen to the message today. Sorry about banging the table.
I really liked him.
Yeah, me
I love
too.
this healthcare plan and everything.
This is what I think is crazy, right? You
And for the
figured
future.
that the guy that is offering Medicare for all would have like a huge advantage.
Hello,
Right?
especially right now.
Right now, like it's obvious.
He was
but-
directed towards the future, to the youth.
Yeah, absolutely. The youth is really about him, but unfortunately, the youth didn't show up to vote.
And let me just say this: all this vaccine that's might be healing us, it probably be coming from the youth, and probably will be coming from colleges, from scientists.
Because you seen
Yeah.
them, they still at the beaches. The college people, they still.
No, they're actually UCF with these testings, and we have a bunch
She
of
means like like university students that are like doctors and
Okay.
yes,
researchers.
Got it.
research, and they're working right now in Central Florida. These
Wonderful.
researchers,
Yeah,
I guarantee
Yeah.
the youth will be the one.
Yeah, a lot of vaccines actually come from research that's done in universities, and this is one of the problems with the healthcare system in America. So, companies use taxpayer money in order to fund research, and then they sell us the medicines that we funded at a markup.
Yeah.
So they charge us more than they charge anybody else for the medicines that we help fund. So that's just one of the many problems. I actually wanted to make a point.
Interesting.
Last week, maybe you were talking about how, in times like this, they be coming after our rights hard.
Yes,
So there was like a small event, something like that happened over in Brevard County. Luckily, the courts declined a law that was proposed that would have jailed the owners of businesses in which people weren't staying far enough apart. So if you own a 7-Eleven, for example, and you have some people that are too close together,
Right.
they could have came in and like theoretically put you in jail.
interesting.
They didn't pass the law, but this is just one of those small examples of the things that they're trying to pass while we're not paying attention.
Yes.
And
So
that will be
this
a
is
law
the
forevermore. Got it.
They have to stay
So-
at least 6 feet away from each
So
other.
that's maybe a law, like you said, and the glass that's going in front of these guys
Yeah.
might be.
But
Yeah, all that
I'm
stuff
gonna
is-
tell you how
all
crazy
that
this
stuff is
is.
needed.
Is they saying stay 6 feet apart, but guess what? Then you guys need to direct people in your store a different route, because what happened is that like I'm in line people able to walk in and walk
Yeah, in
right
front of
past
you.
me.
Yeah.
So they need to
But
reroute
that's the
them.
people's fault. That's like why are you walking in front of somebody?
But you're
you
not
know that
thinking
you got to
like
stay
that,
6
yeah.
feet apart. It's not the more we tell like corporations and the government to think for us and tell us what to do, the deeper in trouble we get. We need to be able to be responsible
Yep.
for ourselves. Otherwise, for example, those little $1,200 that they're gonna send you that you got to pay back with your taxes.
You have
that's
to
a
pay back,
one-time
guys.
You have to
payment.
pay that
It's a
back.
loan.
What's that gonna
Yeah.
do to you, man? That doesn't even cover most rent.
No, it will
What's
not.
that $1,200 gonna do? Absolutely nothing.
No.
But it's got people ready to vote for Donald Trump again, just for those $1,200.
Yeah.
You feel me? So at the end of the day, like this one of those times, like things are getting really sketchy. We're about to see what's gonna happen with the elections. Like we're still not sure when, how they're gonna play out.
Right.
Because they still, 15 states. They haven't had
A couple
their
of states
elections yet.
canceled, right? Because
Yeah.
they canceled,
They haven't canceled it, and they postponed them.
postponed.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, and all right. So does it look in favor for Trump because of the situation, or maybe
Trump
perhaps
might-
not because he didn't really do anything?
Trump might as well
really
have won the presidency
yet.
today. Like Trump is for sure gonna win. There is absolutely no chance whatsoever that Biden is gonna beat Trump because a lot of the people that kind of support Biden are more right leaning anyway. So they're definitely gonna vote for Trump.
Well, then it all depends on who Biden's running mate is.
No, it doesn't matter. Trump
Okay, so-
won.
He's got,
No,
he's
I
got the
don't- I
money
don't agree
power.
with that.
I'll put whatever you want on.
No,
that.
I don't.
Let
I
me
don't
just say
agree with
this:
that
do you think that
because-
Trump handled it well right now?
He handled the press well because right now the media is doing such a terrible job that they have people like me that don't like Trump supporting Trump. Now, I don't mean supporting Trump, I mean defending him. As far as like, for example, he made a statement about a certain drug, I forget the exact name, and he was saying that there was like hope with this drug, right? That there was testing going
Right.
on. And the reporter was relentlessly, but like, what are you going to tell the American people that are scared right now? What are you going to tell them? And it's one of those things where it's like, bro, he already told you. Like, there's a drug, there's some hope, and that's that.
Yes.
And there's little examples of this going on all the time. So the media is handling this incorrectly, fear-mongering, and there is no plan for Joe Biden. Joe Biden does not have an agenda. His agenda is what's going on right now. He doesn't want to change Medicare. He doesn't want to he doesn't want to do universal education. He doesn't want to do anything. So there is no positive message for him.
Well, I hadn't heard his agenda. He have to
There is
have
none.
an agenda.
No, there is
As
none.
of right now.
It's-
But
the
I know
status
people-
quo is
but-
his agenda.
There's some people, I don't care if Biden run or not, they're not going to vote for Trump. And I can't name I know a lot of people, and none of them don't like Trump, and they're not going to vote for Trump, period.
Trump has the highest approval ratings he's ever had in his presidency right now. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm just saying that people...
We're
His-
such a
his-
hypocritical
his-
country.
Yeah, his
But
approval
who-
rate is over 90%
Who-
within the Republican Party, and his approval rate in general is higher than ever because the media is doing too bad of a job, and Joe Biden is just a worse candidate. He can't even put together
I don't
3
know.
sentences.
No, he
when was
better
the
than
last
Trump.
time you listened to him? 'Cause he's always wrong. Like, if you listen to him talking, you can tell that he's going through a severe cognitive decline. He can't string together
Right.
coherent sentences.
Right.
The second they put Joe Biden against Trump on the stage, Trump is gonna tear him
Yeah, it is.
apart like a
Let me
little
just
kid,
say-
No,
bro.
he done told Bernie
Like a
up.
little
He done
kid.
told
He
Bernie.
did. They
Bernie
put
done told Bernie
clips
up.
of what he's saying, and they put it on Hannity because Hannity
Yeah.
be killing these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he couldn't even remember some of the things he
Yeah,
said.
He didn't even know what he was running for. He didn't know what state he was in at least 3 different times, Prince. He's a mess.
Even Alexa's laughing back there. She's
Yeah,
like,
it's
really?
crazy,
It's bad.
man.
It's bad,
Oh,
man.
man.
You don't understand how bad. And listen, let me tell you something about Joe
Biden
Biden. while I'm in
getting
this
my
kick.
vote, man. I'm
listen,
sorry. He
man.
get
You
mine.
know that. You know that.
It's like, I'm
Biden,
still voting.
you know that
Over
Biden.
Trump.
You know that
I hear you.
Biden didn't want to desegregate busing.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Did you know
Really?
that?
I did know.
So he was for segregating buses, and we're gonna wrap that up right there.
Right here on Peace on the Streets, you guys. Your boy, Prince.
And then you.
Maybe.
Right in the house, you guys. So we have another special guest on tonight, and her name is Mrs. Angela. How you doing, Miss Angela?
How you doing there, guys?
Hey!
We are great. Welcome to Peace on the Streets.
Oh, yeah, it's always a pleasure to be on Peace on the Street with you and my girl Mimi over there. And I know she's doing a lot of uplifting things in these trying times. So, Mimi, you're the best.
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Angela. And if you guys don't know, Miss Angela is Miss World International, Miss Latina International.
Latinta.
We were on a cruise with them last year.
What you say?
And we interviewed over 50 women.
What?
There's over over 7 title winners, and it was so impressive. We met Miss Haiti.
Okay.
I met Miss Bahamas.
Shut up.
I met so many individuals.
I seen all of the video. I seen a lot of the video. I mean, you killed it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I had such a great time. I love being around women that are so strong. It's just so encouraging, inspiring.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful look. And not to mention, like, they don't forget you.
Okay.
They stick with you. They support you. They do things you think that you will get from your own friends.
Oh, okay.
You know,
and
so,
we've had a few of them call in.
Yes, they actually were here.
Yeah.
We interviewed them live. We went to some of their events.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's so inspiring. So, Miss Angela, please tell us. I know we're on a standstill right now. We are still going on this cruise in July, so it's still open.
Yeah.
June or July.
Oh yeah, I mean, as long as the CDC is, saying that everything is pretty safe. I know that we're supposed to. Bahama Paradise Cruise Line is supposed to sail for Mother's Day. They're supposed to start. They're supposed to start back up on May the 8th. But then, of course, again, all the cruise lines right now are watching the guidelines.
Right.
Depending if there's a spike or they feel that it may be too soon, and so because listening today, and I always listen to the task force every afternoon, is that they might be able to relax some of the social distancing, but it's a little too soon. So I think they're going to wait for another couple of weeks to see what the modules are like, and I think that everybody could kind of go from there. But we do have some uplifting information. Our girl that was our former Miss Haiti,
Right.
that had gotten COVID-19, she is now fully recovered. They did a second test on her. She is now negative.
Great. Awesome.
Reunited with her baby.
Yes! Oh my gosh, reunited with her baby. Can't imagine being separated from your child for so long.
Right.
And that's a baby under 1 year old.
Really?
Yes.
And the baby had gotten the COVID-19, but
Yep.
the baby is fine now. The baby's tested negative. So that was fantastic.
Amen.
news. In fact, Johns Hopkins University did say that over 300,000 people have recovered from this virus around the world.
Huh.
That's what they're not talking about.
That's what they're not talking about, the survivors.
Yes, because they still want to keep
There's so
everything
many of
on
them.
lockdown,
Well, that I think those are the things that, and I've tried to share that on social media. I think those are the things that people really need to hear. I mean,
Exactly.
Because when you hear that, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So that's all great news. In fact, this Saturday, our Miss International World Global, Mary Soul, will be coming out on the cover of Platform Magazine.
Wow.
Sweet.
Yeah, so we're moving right along. Today is International Pageant Day, so I want to give a big shout out to all the women that have been in pageantry and that have, been going on to inspire other women. It's just been absolutely amazing. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow, and Mimi, I did send you paperwork on that. Al Otero from the Global Trade Chamber, he's going to be doing a live seminar with PNC Bank. So to, give the new regulations on how people in business, can get these SBA loans or have a relationship with your bank, because that seems to be changing on a daily basis. So it is good that he's got representatives from PNC Bank that can, explain what's going on and answer questions.
I'm so glad you sent me that. This is so important.
And the Chamber has now started a GoFundMe account where, people can go in at any, nomination that they want. And, they're also going to try to help some small businesses that have been with them to try to get back on their feet.
Wow.
So I think that, these are all great things, all inspiring things. I think it's time that we do turn the tide and uplift people. I mean, I know every day we hear about people that have lost their lives and things like that. But I think now it's time to get some real inspiring and uplifting things, because, they always say that, if the mind is strong, your body is strong, no matter what comes your way, you can conquer it.
That's it.
You can fight it.
Oh, yeah, the mind is a powerful thing. So is your voice. Peace on the streets.
And I have a very good announcement. As you know, I know Matt and Val from Dancing with the Stars, and this is good for the listeners. If you're on Instagram, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1 o'clock our time, Eastern Standard Time,
They do a 30-minute aerobics class, which is absolutely fantastic. Okay, it's very uplifting. I've been taking it 3 days a week.
Wow.
Also, Dance With Me live every night at 8 o'clock. If anybody wants to learn some new moves with Max and Val and their wives, they can do that. And what I love about these aerobic classes, at the end of the class, Max and his wife, Peter, they're very inspiring. They give some uplifting quotes for the day. So it's a wonderful opportunity for anybody that wants to work out. But here's the thing. I happened to go in on one of their posts, and I said, Max and Peter, I said, when this is all over, we got to get you guys on Bahama Paradise Cruise Line. And they came back and they said, we're there.
Sweet. If I get to meet them, amazing. They'll be better dancers than me. They will kill me.
Get that
And I could
interview
dance.
ready, because before you know it, you'll be interviewing the great Max and Val from Dancing with the Stars.
I can't wait. I got to interview Lamont Eastern, and he's an amazing actor in California. I think he's incredible. He's such a nice guy.
Okay.
And I also met Tito Puente Jr.
Right.
His father was a creator of Mambo Salsa out here in the
Big boy.
mainland.
That's a big
And
boy.
the mainland is United States, because in Puerto Rico we call it the mainland.
Correct.
Here, so that was a huge accomplishment in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I still have the interview.
You know, here's
Still share
the
it.
thing, and I think it's gonna be great for Peace on the Street. You know, CBS has agreed to do a documentary on Tito's father, because it's 20 years since he's passed.
Oh wow.
So if we can get, and we're going to do part of that on the ship. So, you know, Mimi, you'll get into the CBS documentary. And as a matter of fact, going live on Facebook this Saturday, which was actually supposed to be the Salsa Fest, but, you know, we had to postpone it because of COVID-19.
Right.
They are going to do an Internet Salsa Fest
Oh!
at 3 o'clock on Saturday.
No.
So,
If you guys come with me and we're live, I'm going to make you dance, Prince. I'm going to teach you guys salsa. And I lost my skills a little bit, but when he started, I was on the cruise ship dancing. First one.
Mimi, you definitely got to tune into that 3 o'clock. Melina Almodovar
Got it.
on Facebook. It's going to be a live Facebook Salsa Fest. It's going to be amazing. A lot of the big salsa stars have committed to be on there. So it's going to be a great opportunity.
That's awesome. Miss Angela, we appreciate you every Wednesday for coming live on the air and Peace on the Streets and giving us all the updates. You're very, very informative. You're giving us a lot of information. Plus, tomorrow I will be actually tuning in to this, I guess, private seminar, you know, in regards to the bank, and see what I can learn and what it can do for us as small businesses.
Yeah.
Come on, you guys. You got to really appreciate all the extra help you can get. And if it's offered to you,
that's it.
Take the opportunity.
That's right. We appreciate you,
great.
Miss Angela.
No, exactly. And that's when this came across, I said, I got to share this with Mimi, because the more money her and I can get, forget it. We'll own half
Hello,
of Florida.
somebody.
Miss Angela on our team. This is what it is, guys. It's never wrong to flourish and make moves in your financial institution, because this is what you're here for.
That's it.
Work on your passion and grow from it. Miss Angela from Miss International World and Miss Latina International CEO. Miss Angela, guys, watch our page. More information coming up, and a casting call that's online. Tune in to Peace on the Streets. Check out our page for full information. Thank you, Miss Angela.
Thank you, dear.
We back, you guys. We got our financial planner on,
Reshell Smith. Yes.
How you doing, Miss Smith?
Hey.
Reshell is awesome. If you guys don't know, she is actually on our show once a month, second Wednesdays, which is Wealthy Wednesdays. But for right now, it has stopped due to the quarantine months out of respect. But Reshell is on every week. She's going to give us full information. She is a transition money coach and, MBA CFP certified. And she's going to give us so much information that's going to help us in regards to what's going on right now financially. So Reshell, you're everything right now. I've heard some of us pull their money out of banks.
Yeah.
They're freezing assets.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What do we do about this? And is this right? Should we actually pull our money out?
No. So here's the thing. pulling money out for what? I mean, there's a $2 trillion aid out there, and somebody asked before, where's that money coming from? Well, they just cranked the machines up and they started printing money. They can print money at any time.
Yep.
You guys do know that, right? They can print money at any time.
Anytime.
At any time. So I don't, some people are pulling money out because they want to have cash on hand. They're concerned about the bank. I don't believe, personally, just my personal opinion, I haven't read anything that large banks or anything like that are going to go away. I would think that just like they've come to the aid of so many other industries, I would believe that if the government has to, that they would probably come to the aid of some of the banks. Maybe not all of them. Maybe some would have some trouble, but I definitely believe that if there's a large percentage of banks that are having trouble, that they'd come to their aid.
I want to ask you a question. When they develop money, when they make new money, doesn't our value go down in our own money?
So, yeah. So right now, that is a great question. Right now, there isn't a concern about the value of the dollar going down. Prior to this, a month or so ago, our economy looked very, very strong. When we looked at the stock market, the Dow was at 30,000. Looked very, very strong. And over just a course of a month or a half, we've seen all of these big changes. So the difference between this and maybe some other things that we've run into is that this is coming at a time when we're actually coming off a really, really strong economy. So it should not be extremely tough for us to bounce back if we make the right moves. We certainly can't stay off from work forever. We certainly can't just keep continuously printing money. But I believe that to get the economy cranked back up, that is what they have to do. And not only that, it keeps people in business. So these loans and these grants, these forgivable loans, and what they're doing with mortgages and student loans, I think that what that does is it kind of keeps the middleman in business.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm not so worried. And you know why I'm not so worried? Because we've spoken to you last week. So I'm not so worried about my money. I'm not. And I thank you for that, Reshell, because I was so nervous. I didn't know where to go, who to speak to, or who to trust, or who actually knows this stuff. And I didn't pull my money out. It's so secure because, I've learned to calm down. Right.
But you know what? You always need some cash on hand anyway. When we have hurricanes, we run out and we pull out a bunch of cash just in case the ATMs aren't working or the banks can't open up or something like that. So you always want to have some cash on hand anyway. So that's the first thing. The other thing is I do want to make sure that I let you all know of a great gift that is being provided. And that gift is being provided by BP gas station. It is for first responders, for doctors, for nurses, for hospital workers. Right now, we know that the cost of gas is down, but they are helping first responders and the people that I mentioned even more. They're going to give you an additional 50 cents off per gallon off of what you are seeing now, an additional 50 cents off if you are in one of those categories.
Wow.
How does this work? Do they have to show ID? Maybe, perhaps?
Yes, you have to identify yourself. So what you want to do, for all of our listeners out there, you want to go to bp.com and look at supporting our local heroes, because that's how you have to sign up. So there's a thing called ID.me, I believe that's where it is, where you have to verify you are who you are, and they'll give you a code, and there's a way for you to do that. But I think that essential workers still have to go to work. Some of us, we do not. But those who are on the front line, the doctors, the nurses, the hospital workers, the first responders, they want to help you. And so although gas is, $1.89 or $2, they want to give you an additional 50 cents off because you have to keep going.
That's amazing. That's so glad you related this to our listeners. We had Nurse V that was on a couple of minutes ago or a few minutes ago. This would be great information to relate to her. She's a nurse, and to all of her friends. This is huge. BP gas station.
That's great news.
Never even heard this, guys.
Great news. The other tip I want to give you all tonight, the last tip is, I know a lot of people out there have lost their jobs and they want to go and apply for unemployment. Unfortunately, the system here in Florida has had some major issues. Like, people are not able to go online. They are even putting paper applications out there in different places for you to fill out. But what I want to tell you is that don't miss this opportunity, because if you are unemployed, if you're partially unemployed, or if you have certain reasons to not work due to COVID-19, you can apply for unemployment. If you are diagnosed with COVID, that's unemployment. If you have a member of your household who's been diagnosed and you can't work, or you're partially unemployed, you can apply for unemployment. Listen, if your job doesn't open because of COVID, a direct result of COVID, you could apply for unemployment. If you are partially unemployed or unemployed because you are the caregiver of a child or someone in your household that cannot attend school or daycare, look into that, because they are saying you could potentially apply for unemployment. So they have beefed up the reasons why you can apply. If it has anything that is directly related to COVID-19 and you cannot work, or you are partially unemployed, then you need to be on that computer or filling out that application to see if you can get those benefits. Because not only will you get what you normally would get, this CARES Act is going to give you an additional $600 per week. So if you qualify for unemployment, you're going to get what you normally get, plus an additional $600 per week. Now, normally, you can be on unemployment for 26 weeks. They're adding 13 weeks to that. So that's a total of 39 weeks that you can be on unemployment.
This is huge.
That's what's up.
And I'm not trying to tell everybody to be lazy and stay home, but if you can't find a job,
right,
if you had a great job or your business has gone out, you need to go get your money.
Yes, sir.
I didn't even know, and that's not really related to us, guys. I've never even heard of this. Yeah, this is really, really big, and especially, providing this information to our local listeners here in Central Florida.
Some people don't know like we didn't know.
I had no clue. And I didn't even know partially unemployment.
Yep.
This is
big.
How will we be able to get that kind of information? Will you be able to?
You can call me. I can give you basic information, but what you do, the best thing for people to do to get this information is if you just follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I usually just put it out there, or you join my email list. I put it out there. So these are things that my clients get from me.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Hint, hint, hint.
Yes,
huge.
ma'am. Hello, somebody.
How do you think the rich get richer and how the rich stay rich? How do you think?
That's it.
Because I have inside right here.
That is right. I am always looking out for, ways that they can get help.
This is huge. Reshell Smith, we love you. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, reach out to Reshell Smith. If you don't know, go to facebook.com, Peace on the Streets Radio, and you'll find her information there. She is tagged all over our page, and you definitely can find Reshell Smith. Thank you so much, Reshell, for tuning in and for joining us every Wednesday, releasing this information. This is huge. You helped us all out so much, and I can't wait to send this to Nurse V, Prince, about the 50 cents off of MP, right? Or BP it's called. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know about this guy, dude. But this is huge. We're going to share this, Reshell. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Reshell Smith.
The one and the only. Keep it locked to Peace on the Streets, you guys. We have Alexa. She'll be coming up very soon. We're going to talk about sports. Hey, it's sports time on Peace on the Streets radio show with our girl, Alexa. What's up, Alexa?
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Everything is lovely. Everything is lovely. Thank you for coming in and being a part of Peace on the Streets.
Oh, yeah. This
Sports.
is the highlight of my day.
Yeah, I know. Like, we're still home.
I'd be like, because last time we learned about horses.
Yes.
Last week she taught us about horses. What happened with horses?
Well, first of all, that's the richest sport.
Yeah.
And I knew it. I
It's
just
been
didn't know
around the
how far
longest.
back it went. She told us the history of it.
1896 or something?
18
I
something.
think it was 1847.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. And then we found out that Ocala, Florida is the number one for horses.
Yes.
You know, we found that out.
I knew that.
So-
I was sleeping on that. Yes.
Yeah. So what we got today?
Yes.
What we gonna learn today about the world of sports?
Yeah, so at the age of 18, I know I was thinking about going to college. And almost 70% of high school students are preparing for college. Only 1 of 14 are preparing to play a sport in college. And only 1 in 16,000 will actually go on to play a professional sport.
I knew the numbers were that high. I knew
One
it.
out of 16,000.
I would have said 1 out of a million. But wow, so only 1 out of 14
Yes,
is preparing for
actually,
sports in
yes.
college?
And that's all sports,
Wow.
not just Division I schools.
Wow.
Okay.
That's so low.
Yes.
Wow. I wonder what the position in rapping. You know, everybody and their sister.
Everybody wants to be a rapper.
Yeah.
I was one of them. I was featured on everybody's track notes.
Well, LaMelo Ball, he's only 18, and he kind of just skipped over the whole college athlete and went straight to the big leagues.
Wow.
As a point guard for the Australian Illawarra Hawks to prepare for the NBA draft. But that's not his biggest venture yet. So most recently, Ball has decided to actually purchase his former team, the Illawarra Hawks.
What?
Yes, he's allegedly purchased the team with his manager, Jermaine Jackson. And Jackson spoke about Ball, stating that he loves that community. They opened their arms to him. They made us feel like we're at home. When we started hearing about the issues they were going through, we talked about it and decided, let's own the team.
Wait, Jermaine Jackson from the Jacksons?
No.
Oh, I'm about to say.
He's
The basketball
he's
player.
Agent.
Oh,
he's
he's
an
an
agent.
Got
Oh,
it.
Okay.
So he's playing, but he can't own the team.
Well, they completely shut down the entire league right now. So he's saying that it's a done deal. They made the deal with the NBL and that they own the team now. And the
Can
NBL,
he still play and own a team?
No.
You got to do one or
Interesting.
the other.
But he's also going into the 2020 draft.
Yeah, so he's going to be
So,
playing in the NBA.
Yes.
Interesting. So he can play in the NBA and own a team, is what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, but he's not on the NBA. He's on in the...
It's a different league.
It's a different
it's
league.
the NBL.
Got it.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yes.
Yeah.
because
Never
it's an
even heard of
Australian
them.
league. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and they be balling over there. A lot of players that don't make the NBA, that's where they go.
I didn't know that was called it. So that's international.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
For sure. And
Smart
Ball,
move.
in case people don't know who Ball is, that his daddy was a crazy dude back here a couple of years ago.
I think he still is crazy.
Is he the one with the sons and
Yeah.
tried to
Yes.
manage them and
He basically
Yes.
convinced his sons, in my opinion, to skip college, go straight to a professional league. The kid, I think, was 16 at the time.
wow.
And he was playing against people who were fully developed. So to me, that was just a little dangerous. I don't think I would ever do that.
But he marketed his kids
He did.
excellent. He was like, "Oh, you guys are not gonna make money off of them like that. I'm gonna make it," because he came with the ball
And with the sneakers and
billionaire.
overpriced the sneakers.
Yeah,
But
and
he was so young, he hasn't really shown himself yet in the big leagues. So within that though, does he still play with these older individuals, his son?
Probably so. He probably practiced with them, you know.
So he's not as much of a beast yet because he's so young.
Yes.
Well, they're projecting him to go the first round. So
Because when his brother came in, Alonzo, it was so much pressure on him because his big mouth daddy.
Yeah.
But his dad said, I'm finna market, I'm finna get you. And then he got him a good deal and everything. Now his game is developing. I hate
it's
it.
developing.
It's developing. But he left Los Angeles Lakers and wound up going over here to New Orleans.
Got it.
When they did the trade for Davis.
That's
the
a
big guy
wealthy family.
Davis.
They're good to go.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. What else we got, girl?
So I thought I would make a list of the 5 weirdest sports that I'm sure you guys have never heard of because I haven't heard of them either.
Uh-huh.
So number 5, I put Sepik Takraw, which is native to Southeast Asia, and it's known as kick volleyball. So you just can't use your hands pretty much.
What?
So it's like dodgeball or kind
well,
of
there's still a
kickball.
net. You have to kick it over the net, and it's
So kickball,
it is crazy.
Volleyball and soccer.
volleyball and
Something
soccer
like
together.
soccer, yeah.
Got it, Neo. I just can't get it. I don't understand. Okay, interesting.
Number 4, I put underwater hockey, which is actually they're trying to get it to be an Olympic sport. And out of all of the weird sports I have, I thought this was the most interesting because I feel like it really is like a legitimate sport. They have masks that they can breathe underwater.
Okay.
And they take like a shortened version of a hockey stick and push a hockey puck across the bottom of a pool. And the pool is typically 13 feet. It starts at 6 and goes down to 13.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And they have 2 15-minute halves with 5-minute rest periods, so they're going constantly.
So the puck obviously stays underwater.
Yes, it's on the bottom of the
Interesting.
Wow. Hey, that's a difference.
They can make a sport and
And
anything.
it also is called Octopush, which I thought was kind of a unique name.
Octopus.
Sounds more like it.
Yeah.
Where is this at?
This
Where
is in
this
America.
developing?
This is everywhere.
It's developing
apparently,
here.
Yes.
Huh.
They have a good amount of people involved too.
I want to look at this. I want to check this out and see it anywhere. See the
So
footage of
it
this.
is actually recognized by the Olympic Committee as well.
Wow.
So.
I think there's some Olympic games that need to be removed as it is so old school, you know, and kind of revised, you know.
Yeah.
I can't think right now. There's just so many. There is a lot.
Well,
There's-
I thought they
there-
should.
I can't. There's several, but
I think they should do horseshoeing. Horseshoeing is a sport,
They
believe it
do
or not.
have dressage in the Olympics and
Do they?
jumping. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
They
okay,
do.
okay.
So, yeah.
there's a lot more I can't think about. But there was a few that was so old school. I was like, I can't believe it still exists, type of thing. But
Yeah.
it's
That thing's funny. When they
Look-
just toss the metal ball.
the tossing story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The wind.
yeah,
See, that's old school. That's one of the old schools. And the
Yeah.
poles.
right.
I think
But you know, a lot of
official.
people tune in for that.
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
they're official. They're
It's
athletes,
gonna be hard to
period.
get rid of that.
Yeah.
You know.
That started the Olympics.
Yeah, that's it.
It started bowling.
Yeah.
There you go.
So what else? What
That's
else?
one of them. And Neo said, like what? I said, let old Neo do it. I plead the fifth.
So coming in at 3rd, I put kabaddi, which it may not be underwater, but it does involve holding your breath, and it's very similar to, in my opinion, to tag. You have defenders and a raider, it's called, and they basically have to run across the line and tag people out.
Wow.
So then number 2 is wife carrying, and they actually have obstacle courses that you have to carry your wife across. And coming in number 1 is extreme ironing. So you have to take an ironing board, hike up a mountain or the most crazy area you can find and iron something.
What you say?
And this
Yes.
Olympic sports or
This
just
is
sports
not an
period?
Olympic sport.
Sports period. Oh, I'm like, if they get that
It's a
in.
sport.
Okay, you never know.
Yeah.
Money coming from this. Interesting. Wow. I never knew any of this. I probably would have never known.
Right.
I'm interested in the hockey, underwater
Yeah.
hockey, though.
Wow, that's crazy.
Alexis, you're the bomb.com.
Yes. We appreciate
Thank you,
you.
Alexis, for sports reporting.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
And see, that's great information as of right now. Sports is not active. So
Right.
this is some good stuff that I've never even heard of.
Yeah, something different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally different.
So we appreciate Alexis
Yes,
again, once again.
Sports reporter.
For sports, and if you guys don't know, check out our page under Sports Broadcasting, where you see Alexis actually interviewing Orlando Phantoms live on the field. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Peace on the Streets. It's about to wrap it up. Don't forget, guys, the saddest thing is wasted talent, the wasted gift that God has given you. Buenas noches, Orlando.
Bowling needs to you too, you guys. We'll be back on again next week, you guys, from 9 to 11. Thank you all for tuning in to Peace on the Streets. Remember, if you guys don't have to leave your home, stay at the crib, you guys. We'll holler back at you guys next week.
home.
I'm your boy, Prince of the Sun.
Your girl, Mimi.
Alexis.
And a Neo in the building. Stay home, guys. We love you. Buenas noches.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Peace on the Streets radio show with your host, Prince of the Sun.
And your girl, Mimi.
This is a heavy production.
Late night, feet up, ride round, still up, peace on the streets. You You gotta listen to Peace on the Street. Kicking it with Prince of the South and your girl Mimi. And they make it look way too easy. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. So you gotta tune in Wednesday night, 9 to 11. Get with the movement. Promise you and I regret it. With no hesitation. Yeah, grab your guy, grab your baby. Just turn to the station. WOKB 1680 AM. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets.